over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to Nippert Stadium, one of the grand old cathedrals in the sport and home to the Cincinnati Bearcats. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the #1 team in the land, the Cincinnati Bearcats. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Longhorns will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The give to the back. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
The Bearcats in a good spot here with second and short. They'll leave it with him. Not a lot of room. It found its way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on third down that this running back's going to get it again. He got it on first, had a nice carry, got it on second. Now he set him up in third and short. You've got to be physical here and make sure this guy goes backwards.
He'll throw on third down. They get to him as he throws. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
The give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got...
Touchdown, Longhorn! The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And he tacks on the extra point. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw on first down. Finds a tight end. Still running at the 40. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
And what a great job of being cool under pressure. He knew there was a defender about to hit him, and he held on to it as long as he could before letting it go. He paid for it, but what an accurate shot vertically down the field for an explosive play in the passing game.
dragged down at the 43, but they've got it in enemy territory. They picked up 10 and give him the first down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
Now it's a first down from the 43-yard line.
29 Philly.
Direct snap. He's in open space downfield. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Bearcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. To the ground with the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? 3rd and short coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. Looking to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a...
Touchdown, Bearcats! A great catch and run for 6.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, and gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
And the Longhorns headed quickly to the line. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Complete to the left. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
It's 3rd down, and the line to gain is to 36. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. All wideouts, no backs. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete to the left. They've got it in inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. The Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw again. He's got him in the flat. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28, and it's 3rd and long. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
4th down and 10, and barely a thought of kicking it. They'll go for it. Unloads to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
This drive will start from the 19-yard line. The inside handoff. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The pull and throw off the RPO. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time, it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
Looking to throw on first down. Quickly complete. Still on his feet at the 45. There he goes. Touchdown, Bearcats. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Leaves it with the back. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Got 5 wideouts spread across the field on 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. And they give him enough for the first down. They'll move the chains, and let's see if they can snap it one more time here in the first. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Blast is way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man. It's those defensive tackles. Those guards and centers have to work together. You got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Fires to the wideout. He's got it. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they got it first and goal. The Longhorns want to pick up the tempo. Looks as if he's going to run it. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas!
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. And that extra point was good, and we're all tied up here in the second. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard games just because of the body blow effect.
The Bearcats come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Got it, looking for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
He's got his man. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Here's the heat. And as he throws, incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Yeah, and you don't see that all the time, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
Wants to throw it. Fires to the big fella. They bring him down at the 45-yard line, and this defense rises up on 3rd down.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
And the Bearcats will try to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
Hey, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on 4th down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field and catches the defense off guard.
Here's the handoff. They make the stop, but you can't give up 4 yards a chunk on the ground down in this area of the field. It's at the 18. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. shotgun. They go to the ground. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And a great job by the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right up the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Now on 2nd and goal. He's got the tight end. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Cincinnati!
You want to keep your offense on the field, wear down the defense,
Put that tape on and show it in a clinic. That's the way it's done.
and as a defense, man, there's nothing more demoralizing. You can handle it when you give up 3, but to give up the touchdown at the end of a long drive, you're already exhausted. You've already been bumped the whole way down the field. Man, that's frustrating.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking downfield on 1st down. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
Pressure affects quarterbacks, and this guy's one of the best in the nation. I don't care how talented you are, but if you're being hit, you're not going to throw completions.
Oh, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Fires to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short game. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you can tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Grabbed in the middle. It's Jamison. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. It's a 1st down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Wants to throw on 1st down. Going over the top. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Right on the money. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy finish.
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Longhorn!
And I love that this offense stuck to it, stuck to the run game, didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air on 1st down. Got his man on the right. At the 40, there he goes. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. And the Bearcats will hustle to the line. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Here we go. Trying play action. Just a short pass to the tight end. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. The Bearcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He's got an open man. Touchdown Bearcats! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
They'll go to the air. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Unloads to the wideout. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Jamison. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. And it's another 1st and 10 play. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He'll set up to throw. Looking left. It's complete. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking for a huge play. Oh, it's picked off. Looking for more room. He's at the 40. The 20. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Bearcats. It is one thing to come up with the interception. No, don't stop there. Turn it into a score.
Make a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make an even bigger play, and he does it. He makes the pick and then takes it all the way back to the house. He looked like a wide receiver, for goodness sakes. Turn on the Jets, making the big play.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Bearcats will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football, Palmer, out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
So now it's 2nd and long. He leaves it with his back. Pick up a 5. They'll need 5 more on 3rd down. cash in on this drive. Out of the shotgun on third down. Quick strike complete. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to...
What a job to lay out and make the catch. The Longhorns in the hurry-up.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this group of receivers, they are helping out their QB1.
The quick out. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. And the Longhorns line up, trying to move the sticks on third and short. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
This offense put together a really good drive, man. Like, that was a good drive, but third down in the red zone when the field starts to shrink, they really struggle to try to find a play to get someone open.
With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on fourth down. Quarterback keeper. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9 where it'll be first and goal. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Longhorns will try to put one on the board on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
And now a big third down coming up. Down multiple possessions. This is one, Palmer, I'm looking for 6. I'm not trying to kick a field goal. I want to cut into this lead with a touchdown.
No, you got to have it. And also, considering all of that, this is 4-down territory, too. So you need to identify who are your best players on offense and how can you give them a chance to score this touchdown.
On the move. Touchdown, Texas! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. Just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. That's reeled in. It's Rousseau. At the 45 on his way. They finally get to him. A lot of play there to pick up the first down.
This defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
A run for the quarterback. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. Went to the running game on first down, now second down. Power football with the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you've got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Making side adjustments here. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Working that left side now. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. down. They're taking to the air. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
The give on the inside. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. They're not into threes. They want sixes. And to keep this drive alive, they'll need to get it on 4th down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. This would likely be a chip shot for the field goal kicker, but they want the touchdown instead. They'll go for it on 4th down. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
It's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Bringing the heat. He's got him still on his feet. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal.
This quarterback obviously did a lot of film prep coming into this one. He has been picking this defense apart. With that last completion, guys, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
The Bearcats line it up with a 1st and goal. Trying to pound their way in. Touchdown, Cincinnati! And they take it in for 6 more points. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the 2nd half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead. Now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
The snap sets up to throw. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2 as they extend the lead. 75 yards on the touchdown drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Finds his tight end. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there. The Longhorns want to crank the tempo. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. He's going to fire deep. Makes the catch at the 20. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Makes the grab. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. That's the end of the quarter, and Cincinnati is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Using his feet. Touchdown, Longhorn! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. Here we go. Looking to throw. Incomplete on the 2-point try, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see if they get another chance. And now they'll empty the backfield for the 2-point try. Quarterback will keep it. He cannot get it in. A mere inches away from pay dirt. Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
Fires downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Stop at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And this offense not only has a chance to extend the lead on 1st and goal, but they can also... He's trying to get it in. Touchdown, Bearcats! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, punt it away, count on your defense. Not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
The ball will be placed at the 40 after that kick out of bounds. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quick completion on the out route. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. The Longhorns moving quickly to the line.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the quarterback. Play smart. Make sure you...
Catch inside the 25. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. An explosive play takes them right outside the red zone, and they've got it 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. A shot for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Texas.
The great thing about spreading a defense out, I can see where the blitz is coming from. I can see where they're weak. I can see my matchups. Nice job by the offense. Spread them out, taking advantage of their matchup, and getting in for the score.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. No,
Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
It's amazing in college football, the tight end position and how much has changed. Back in the day, you're a blocking guy. Maybe you catch a flat route. Today, these guys have athleticism, and you just saw it from that dude after the catch on that last one.
Caught in the backfield, it's Rousseau. Bounced out of bounds at the 43-yard line.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
From the gun, the ground game. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? The Bearcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down?
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Touchdown, Bearcats! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
and man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, and everything going in their direction.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Texas offense. Going right to work up top. Makes the catch. It's Jamison. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's the big-time moment. In the 4th quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make...
And he reels it in inside the 30. The freshman brought down after bringing that one in. The Longhorns racing to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Longhorns will line it up on 1st and 10. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Makes the grab. He breaks a tackle. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding. I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, you've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
And the Longhorns have it with a 1st and goal. Quarterback keeps it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But but you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
Needed one more turn of the legs to get it in there, and he's denied just inches away from the touchdown. Touchdown, Longhorn! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. 4 touchdowns on the day.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. They still need a touchdown and 2-point conversion to tie, and they'll go for the onside kick here in the 4th. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. The Bearcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Pulls it and fires to the left. There he goes. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Bearcats, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover?
But what a play by the defense there. Trailing here in the 4th quarter by 1 possession. Able to steal it away now and put their offense in position to at least go tie this game.
They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Quickly complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line. Warp speed for second down. Looking to fire. Finds a spot in the middle. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
After that incompletion, there is so much pressure now on this quarterback to come up with a big play. They need to score a touchdown. They need to keep this drive alive to have any shot at winning this game. But it all comes down to this play right here.
Pulls it in, the first down and more. Breaks into the open. He's at the 50. The 30. He's at the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Texas!
Well, they get the touchdown here, and I think if you're the head coach, you got to go for 2. You've got to have a 2-point play dialed up right now. What can you run you feel like you can execute to tie this thing with not a lot of time left on the clock?
They'll try to get the 2, knot this thing up, and maybe push us into overtime. He wants to throw it. He's got it. The 2 is good, and we have ourselves a tie game.
Great job executing the two-point play. You've now tied it up. There is some time left on the clock. Kickoff team, defense do their job, and we are going to OT.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Might be calling a hot route. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play?
And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. It's complete on the right side. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Looking for a productive play on first down. From the gun. Under fire. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to pass. Fires it. Got his man to the left. And tackled there by the defense. 4 quarters not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football. I'm finding out which of these two teams is the most mature, who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play.
First play of the first possession of OT. Look out, he's got room. Turning it on. Touchdown, Longhorn. They strike first here in overtime.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, Dave.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and 2-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
Quickly complete. And he's marked down right there, but a good pickup, and it'll be a first down.
My goodness, dude, that is close to 500 yards. Most people can't do that on air. Most people can't do that in a video game.
Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. The offense changing the play. He's got it on the move. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Huge third down to keep the drive alive. They need a touchdown on this possession. And the third down pass is incomplete.
And I think third and short is the perfect time to run RPOs because I can give the football or make the read, but I got to make sure in these situations I'm accurate with the football either way. Wasn't accurate with the football, now you got a fourth down situation.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Pressure coming. Touchdown, Cincinnati! They got it in the end zone. Now a decision to make with the point after.
Obviously very hard to complete passes this area of the field. Nice execution. Now you're down by one, and now you got to make the decision. Are we going to go for it and try to end the game right here and put this game in our offense's hands? What do you think?
And that's why I love having the ball second, because I get the opportunity to do this. I knew they scored a touchdown. We scored a touchdown. Now, do I want to go for the win, or do I want to continue this game on? It's so nice to have the ball second.
Offense will use a timeout here to make sure everyone is on the same page here in overtime. Don't assume on this extra point. They needed to send it to a second OT. And he makes the extra point. Now first down here in the second overtime. The give to the tailback. Breaks the tackle. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
How about getting that big play on the ground here in OT? Great job up front by the offensive line. This has been a long, hard-fought, physical game, but these guys look like they could play for at least another couple of quarters.
Got his man. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Well, the drag routes put in this playbook to fight against man-to-man coverage. So there you see the receiver using his speed, working his way across the field. He gets separation on the DB, trying to trail him, makes the catch, turns it upfield for the first.
From the gun, the running back has him. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Snap it to the back. Touchdown, Bearcats! Got it in to take the lead here in the second OT.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
They got the touchdown. Now in the second overtime, you have to go for 2. They got it. Executed beautifully, and the lead is 8 in double overtime. They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Hand off from the gun. Oh, he's got some. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! They got one score they needed. Now they need the deuce to send us to triple OT.
Man, what a great response by this offense, going down the field, scoring the touchdown. Now, I got to go for 2. I know the new overtime rules. They changed this years ago. Jesse, you should work on this in practice. What's your go-to 2-point play right here?
I'll tell you, after running the ball as well as they did on that last touchdown, I could see them doing it again. I think they've got confidence in the big fellas up front to get it done, find a way into the end zone, and be more physical. The football game that would never end. This has been unbelievable. Both of these teams, somehow, they still have so much in the tank, David. Both teams trading two-point conversions right now.
And just over and over, I gotta have it moments. They're coming up huge, play after play after play. Who's gonna blink, man? Both teams making big plays, both teams continuing this game on to another overtime.
Out of the gun, looking to throw. If he houses distance, ball game. They can't get it done on the two, and now they'll rely on the defense. They got the stop, now to win it with a two. They want to throw it. Rushes on him. Oh, and it's intercepted. A turnover in overtime. They can't get it in. Neither team can get the two, and we'll play another overtime. Let's do it again, guys, shall we? And we'll see just how far down the play sheet they have to go for this two-point try. Offense will use a timeout here to make sure everyone is on the same page here in overtime. So here we go again, and we'll see just how deep that two-point conversion bag really is. They'll move the wide receiver. They are stopped on the two-point try, and now it'll be up to the defense. After the stop, now a two-point try to win the game. Looking to throw. They can't convert. That short yardage, condensed area, nobody got the two, and we play on. No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the two. He's looking to pass. Tremendous execution to get the two, and now they turn up the heat.
It's all about mental toughness. That's impressive there to get the two-point play, and now you're putting it on your defense. Can they rise up to the occasion, David, make a play and end this thing?
Man, and that's what you're doing. You're trying to get energy from them. You're walking over there to them. Guys, we just need one stop. One stop and we walk out of here a winner. I know you're exhausted. Just give me one more play.
So now they'll need to answer to keep this game alive. He's looking to throw. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. He makes the grab for the two and ties the game.
And here we go again. Goodness gracious, another tie ball game, another overtime. These teams just going back and forth, answering the call over and over again.
David, I hope you don't have a flight you have to catch after this game, because we are going to be here a while. This is back and forth in overtime. Everybody's converting two-point plays. I don't even want this game to stop.
Read the analytics here, and you go for two. Snap in the shotgun. They got it done with the two, and now they hold the edge deep in overtime. Now they'll have to respond with a two of their own. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Oh, and they pick it off. What a huge defensive play in overtime. I know how to sum up this game